Hello, everyone. I'm Loki Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. So, hello again, everyone. Hello, Eric. Hello, Vivi. Hello, Ron, Hero, Sanders, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Hi, iPhone. Hello, Kanoon. Hi, Mom. And hello, Serena. Good to see you all here on Zoom. Also, hello, Jenna, Julie, and Zendog on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. Of course, if you are watching on Facebook, I am streaming on several pages on once. So if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as many of you already know. So, I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, hello, Gunyan. Thanks for saying hi on Facebook. So, and of course, have you all been doing your homework? Okay. If you have forgotten what the homework is, it's okay, or you might be brand new. The homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's a great way to practice meditation outside the meditation hall. So you don't have to force or push, but practicing to get that balance of relaxation and awareness can be very beneficial to you, both in your meditation and in daily life. Hello, Lei, and hello, Pat. Oh, she can't hear me yet. Thanks for joining here on Zoom. So, as today is Monday, Mondays are our Meditation 101, or really a great time for us to review and get a practice together. If anyone's brand new to meditation, the great thing is meditation is actually very, very simple. There are only two steps: relaxation and awareness. The thing is, first you need to relax. And it might sound a bit odd and counterintuitive, but first you need to be comfortable. You don't have to try to sit perfect or anything like that. It's a very common misunderstanding that you have to look a certain way. But in reality, just be comfortable, because it's not so much about the body, it's more about your mind. But if your body's uncomfortable, your mind goes straight to discomfort, whatever is uncomfortable, whatever feels pain. So instead of having ourselves start to get calm and still and suddenly back, knees, and then you suddenly think of that, ah, it pulls yourself out. So that's why first we sit comfortably. And sitting comfortable doesn't mean you have to be super relaxed. It's just comfortable enough that you feel okay. I like to call it your perfect position because it's perfect for you. It doesn't have to be looking perfect. You don't have to be perfect pose or anything like that. You can eventually if you like it. And with, practice of stretching and flexibility, you can do it. But it's not something you need to do right away. Be comfortable first. The second thing is consciousness or focus. This focus is actually very light and gentle. And what's interesting is, while it's light and gentle, it also becomes very strong, but without force. Think of it like watching the screen now. You're staring at a box, a screen. That's what you're looking at. But you're focused in because you're paying attention. Similar to watching Netflix or something like that. How is it we can sit there for hours just staring at the screen? Right? Not moving a muscle. You have that perfect balance of relaxation and awareness. But now, instead of having our focus outward, like watching TV or binging Netflix, now we're bringing our focus inward to help our mind be still, be calm, little by little. Of course, eventually you'll get that calm state, but in the beginning, don't think it's going to be, peace, immediately. Not quite. It takes time. So if you're brand new to meditation, it's okay. Take it easy. Take your time. Whenever I lead meditation, I like to have a video background. So, for example, for today, it's a campfire. Just something to look at. Something comfortable to look at, enjoy, be at ease. But because you don't necessarily need to close your eyes when we meditate. It's okay to have them open for a while. And then when your eyes feel at ease, feel comfortable to go, okay, then gently close your eyes, be comfortable. If at any time you feel, oh, I'm forcing my eyes shut, I'm still going to feel discomfort, take a step back, open your eyes, check and see if I'm awake or asleep. That works too. As a way to help you kind of reset, restart, and when you're ready, continue on. Okay? So understand that meditation, it's a practice. You don't have to be perfect right away. Like when you're learning to ride a bike. We're going to slip, we're going to teeter. Our balance isn't quite there yet. But once we get it, easy. You're able to find your calm easier and easier. So I see more people came in. Hello, Miriam. Hello, Pat. Hi, Vince. Thanks for joining in. Oh, and hello, Dad. So, as we're about to practice, like I said, take your time, take it easy. You don't need to rush, you don't need to force. Meditation is a mini vacation. It should never feel like work. So if you don't remember anything I say, do your best to first relax. Just be comfortable. Relax your body, relax your mind. Allow both body and mind to feel at ease. You're going the right direction, okay? But if you start to focus and feel tense, uncomfortable, make adjustments. It's okay to move, okay? Because after you make that adjustment, you're ready to go and able to keep going. All right? Okay. Oh, hello, Hannah, and hello, Ellen, and Hakuzo, joining in on YouTube. Okay, then, is everyone ready for some meditation? Okay, then, as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. The body scan is not quite scanning for something, but rather allowing your body to relax from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. So let us start at the top of your head, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, very gently closing them, as if you are about to go to sleep. Letting your eyelids fall very gently, very lightly, like a feather falling onto still water. As we close our eyes, they don't even need to be completely closed. Allow your eyelids to fall gently, relaxingly. My master likes to say, it's like letting your eyelashes touch. It's okay for your eyes to be slightly open. The main point of this is to make sure we don't squeeze our eyes closed. Because if you squeeze your eyes closed, it tends to create pressure and discomfort. And as we know, the first step is relaxation. So allow your eyelids to fall gently, relaxingly. Not squeeze or force. Then allow the relaxation to flow down, relaxing your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, down to your chin, letting your entire face become completely relaxed. And allow that relaxation to flow down to your neck, releasing and relaxing all the muscles in your neck, letting it loosen and lighten, being completely relaxed. And allow that relaxation to flow down to your shoulders, allowing your shoulders to feel light and loose, nice and comfortable. It's as if a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. No pressure, no tension, just at ease and comfortable. And allow the relaxation to flow down to your arms. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your fingers. Allow your arms to feel light, loose, and comfortable. Then relaxing your chest, your abdomen, and your back. Slowly going down your back, one vertebra at a time. Feel like you are getting a massage, releasing, relieving, and relaxing all the muscles in your back. And allow that relaxation to flow down to your legs. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your toes. And just feel your entire body completely relaxed, completely comfortable, feeling like you can sit like this forever or for as long as you'd like. As we know, the first step to meditation is relaxation, allowing our body to feel comfortable and relaxed. So if you still have any discomfort, feel free to make adjustments, because those minor adjustments will be the difference between enduring and enjoying. So don't try to endure, don't try to force. Some techniques tell us to do that. My master explains, it was meant for a different time. People today, we need to relearn to relax again. Because people back then, relaxation was the norm. So for us, we need to relearn to get back to that calm, relaxed state. And once our body is relaxed, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. But it's very light and gentle. What we do is visualize or imagine your meditation object. Your meditation object can be anything, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all. The point is to have our minds staying with that one thing comfortably, relaxingly. It's a way to gain focus without being forceful. Similar to looking out at a scenic view. You take it all in at once, instead of trying to remember each individual detail. One wonderful experience. And the image we are visualizing, it doesn't need to be very clear. It's okay if it's more like a silhouette It's okay if it's only 5% clear, or even 1% clear, or half a percent. It doesn't need to be very clear. It's a way of helping our mind slow down and eventually stay still. Because we let our mind stay with this one thing rather than everything. It helps our mind start to quiet down, start to let go. Letting go of all those extra thoughts. But also remember, letting go does not mean to throw away or forget about. It's more like placing down rather than carrying. We carry our thoughts with us all the time. And even though our thoughts are weightless, they have no mass, but they weigh us down, especially the more we think about them. So if we can start to let go of even one thought, especially the big thought that's in your mind, able to simply place it down, not throw away, not forget, but simply not having our attention on that thought. That invisible weight seemingly lifts. You start to feel it. Because you're not holding on so tightly. Finally, letting go, even a little bit. And this is why meditation is a practice. We don't necessarily clean out everything in one go. It takes time, takes practice, and little by little, it gets easier and easier. First learning to let go, and then later, after we let go, we learn to let it be. In fact, the 2 steps of meditation, relaxation and awareness, can also be called let it go and let it be. But make sure you let go first. Otherwise, it's like you're carrying something heavy until eventually your body can no longer carry it. And that's when you finally let go. It's like taking the long route. You don't need to do it this way. But if you let go first, it's like a body that has no burdens, easy to move about and do what it needs to do. And that's why we learn to let go first. Practicing relaxation is very much like letting go. You can't force yourself to relax, just like you can't force yourself to let go. We must allow our muscles to release and relax naturally. Same with our mind. To let go, it takes time for a mind to leave it alone, to not focus so intently. And little by little, it will get easier. And everything we learn in meditation can be applied in daily life. I can say, from my own experience, and many other followers and meditators that I've met along the way, thanks to meditation, they've been able to let go a lot easier. to not hold on to old grudges, to be able to forgive easier. Also, learning to forgive ourselves easier. We are always our worst critic, but we're also need to remember we're on a journey to get better and better, little by little. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. Son Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and out throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make a wish for ourselves, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sape Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapaputa Nupavena Sapathamma Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Saddha Soti Bhagwan Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now, now that we finish the session. Every time we meditate, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions, because in every session, we either notice what works for us so we can try again, or what doesn't quite work for us so we don't do that one again. It's always adjustment. That's something we learn as we practice. That even our body, how we sit, we had to realize that the reality of our body is it's always aging. It's always changing. So because of it, the position that feels perfect to you right now might not feel so perfect in 5 minutes. So it changes. So we change with it, make adjustments. And then, same with our mind. Some days, the mantra feels, that's my thing. Some days, I don't want the mantra. Some days, I love to visualize. Some days, I don't want to visualize. Some days, I want both. Some days, nothing, just quiet. So always make the adjustment. You don't have to do it perfectly the same every time. Notice as just like every day is different. Some days you wake up, today's the day, happy and ready to go. Some days, not today. It's the same thing with meditation. Our state of mind and how we're doing, our balance, there's always something. So this is why we practice a lot. That way you get to experience all these different kinds of days, all these different kinds of experiences. And then we learn from them. Oh, I remember when I had this feeling, I adjusted my body a certain way. Or if I sat on this mat, if I sat too far forward, my knees would hurt. Sit too far back, my back would hurt. This is actually something that I learned from my own practice because of my body. I had to sit directly in the middle, or else I'd have like some weird balance issues. So always adjust, okay? Never have to be perfect, okay? And today, bonus wisdom talk, or a little bit of wisdom I'd like to share with you. It's a quote from my master, and I think this is a good one for all of us to practice because it's something my master explained. He said he calls it, learning to speak wisely. So he says speech is important. Some words may be true and beneficial, but if spoken, they may cause pain to others. In that case, they need to be revised. It is not difficult to speak lovingly. We can practice this skill because words are plentiful in this world. They are free like the air that we breathe. So we can choose words wisely. So I happen to really like this quote. It's something that I continue to try to practice. Yes, I'm a monk. Usually I'm pretty mindful with my speech, but I'm human too. Sometimes I make mistakes. So it's a good thing to remind ourselves. Our words, they matter. So as you practice and or think of it as another practice for whenever you're about to speak, think a bit. Am I saying something that might hurt them by accident? Will it come off? For example, let's say you have a friend who has a very bad habit and you're trying to help them get out of it. Depending on how close you are, you can say some really harsh stuff and they'll go, okay, I get it. Because that's how friends are. But if it's a complete stranger and you want to help them, it might not work the same way, right? We adjust to who we're talking to and the kind of bond we have. So speaking lovingly can be different for different people. General public, polite words, yes. Close friends, sometimes harsh words feel loving. It's a funny thing about friendship. And then with family, same thing. Try lovingly first, but adjust to your own relationship. So the main thing is do our best to be mindful, use our speech in a good way, create peace, not war. Okay? Now I open the floor to you all. If anyone has any questions or wonders, today we have a big class. I'm very happy. Good, always good to see you all. And let me turn on the mics. Although I have a question already on YouTube. Hello, Hagazo. He says, is entering back into the reincarnation cycle a conscious choice, or is it only because someone hasn't reached enlightenment yet? Okay, so this is a little bit about Buddhism and our understanding of reincarnation. So for those who don't know, reincarnation is the belief that when we pass away, we move from this body to another body. And the other body doesn't necessarily need to be a human. It doesn't necessarily have to be an animal. It also counts when you go to heaven and hell. Yes, Buddhism has that too. But anyways, you're right. We don't consciously choose. It's more our karma pulls us that direction. So if you have a lot of good karma, a lot of good energy, we call bun. It tends to lift us up, going into the heavenly realms or the more fortunate realms, as we call it. Or even when you come back down from heaven, because we don't stay there forever. We just kind of, it's like a vacation or a break. Our master likes to say, we're just taking a break along our way, and then we come back and do our job here to pursue perfection, pursue goodness. And then when we come back, depending on our mix of karma, because we all have both good and bad. And if we had only good, then we'd be enlightened. We'd already be done. So yes, if you do reach enlightenment, pretty much when you finally, actually enlightenment alone is not enough. It's during the enlightenment you learn how to purify yourself truly, and then when you purify completely, that's when they enter nirvana. And that's how, in Buddhism, that's how it is. It's where you have reached that enlightenment, then you usually purify yourself, and then when you pass, you move on to, or you leave this what we call samsara, this cycle of birth, rebirth, old age, sickness, and death. So yeah, so we don't consciously bring ourselves back, but one thing we can do, according to Buddhism, is we can make adhittana. Adhittana is resolutions. It's pretty much, think of it as whenever you do goodness, you make an adhittana or make that wish or resolution for this goodness that I've done to help me in a certain way. For example, you might wish, may I be born to a happy family, a warm family that will guide me toward the light and teach me good things. Something like that. Or be close to, like for Buddhists, we'll say, oh, be close to Buddhism. Be close to those who will help teach me and guide me to be a good person. Kind of like that. This is a way of helping bring the boon you have to help make that path more of a reality. Of course, it also depends on your own merit. If you just make the adhittana but don't make merit, so you only make the wish, but there's no energy, good energy to fuel it, it doesn't happen right away. It's similar to why some people do a lot of good deeds, but why is nothing happening yet? There's still a lot of bad that's kind of in the way. It's why we have these ups and downs in our life, where we have a lot of bun or we're low on bun, is what I like to say with my friends. So always continue to add, or at least don't add the salt. Don't add the bad karma. So as long as we continue to not add bad or hurt or harm yourself or others, you're already going in a better direction. That way you're not adding salt to the water. But of course, keep adding water little by little. In fact, each time we meditate together, it's like we're adding some water each time. Because in Buddhism, we say there are three main ways of making merit or bun. Generosity, so by giving. Precepts or morality, so not harming others, doing your best to do nice. And then 3, purifying the mind. Meditation is one form of purifying the mind. Okay. All right. Oh, another question has come up. What's the difference between heaven and nirvana? Okay. Heaven is like a break, like a, think of it like you're on a journey, and heaven is a rest stop where you can take a break, you don't have to drive. But while we're driving, that's us trying to gather. And then nirvana is the destination where you're like, you're done. You don't need to travel anymore. So that's just an analogy for you. It's because nirvana itself is where everything is no longer, where there's no more need, want. You let go of feeling that, that ego, etc. There's a lot of things that just finally, just at peace. Done. So that's why it's a little bit different. while heaven is more like people like us just enjoying life. We're on vacation pretty much, and there's no bad side effects. What's funny is in Buddhism, the first level of heaven is actually not that different from this world here. Yeah, they drink, they party also, but they don't have as, which is actually quite funny when I got to study. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's like, yeah, they, but at the same time, they party too hard, they do fall. They fall to unfortunate realms. But okay, so anyways, another question. Vivi's asking, is a white lie still a lie? And does it go against the fourth precept? Okay, so a white lie is usually a lie that's purposely to not hurt someone's feeling. It is still a lie, but the karma is much less than a full-on lie to hurt someone or to make them believe different. So with a white lie, it would be best not to, but I understand that sometimes you, depending on how you are in society, it's like, okay, sometimes it's a necessity. But understand that yes, it's still a lie, but that's why everything that we do, not everything is white and black. It's not just good and bad. We have a lot of gray area. There's a lot of mix. And by understanding that what is okay and what's not okay, that's where we can choose. For example, like the ethical question, is it okay to steal food to feed your family? You see, we will say that it's two things. The stealing is a bad thing. That's the bad karma. Feeding your family, caring for them, is good karma. It does not cancel. It's like you're adding salt and water together. And that's how reality of karma works. So this is why it's us understanding so that we can choose for ourselves how much are we willing to adjust for what the situation is. Because everyone's situation is different. But understanding how it works helps us go, okay, I'm adding a little salt here, but it's for the greater good in this case. Compared to it's a little bit of good, but it's a whole lot of salt, you know. So always, this is why the understanding of this helps us make our decision a little bit better. Okay. Ah, Simon says, is telling a loved one the benefits of meditation and Buddhism, Bun in Buddhism? I assume yes, but wanted to ask you. I will do it regardless. Well, yes. We believe that when you share wisdom, it is a type of bun. It is a type of giving knowledge. Pretty much teachers are always making merit by giving knowledge that's useful, assuming the teacher's teaching something useful. Okay, so in general, whenever we give advice, we help someone, if it's under the sense of true knowledge and helping someone, great. Uh, even in other religions, we all believe this because when we're trying to help people find some peace, it is bun. It is creating good energy. So yes, absolutely. But of course, it changes a bit if it starts to turn into from informational to force. Then it goes a different direction. Okay, so um, kind of like how I like to say, we may have the good information. We're like a river. We like you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? So we are like the river water. We're there when they need us. We don't need to drown them in the water, okay? Force them into it. You don't have to do that, okay? But yeah, very good. Okay. Oh, Sandra. So now Sandra's asking, what is the translation of the Pali blessing at the end of the meditation session? Can I find or read the translation in English somewhere? Ah, okay. It's actually part of a very long half-hour blessing. This part, that particular part, is called sending the angels back to heaven. Because in the beginning of the blessing, it's like a 30-minute blessing. It starts off with asking the angels to come help bless the area with the monks. And then at the end, since you've invited them in, you need to send them back, and that's the end. That's the meaning of the blessing at the end. It's it's but if you want to have the meaning, it's here's a summary meaning. May uh may the good things in this world bring you happiness and peace. That was like the final part, but it's part of a blessing called sending the angels back to heaven. I don't know the exact wording of the name, but yeah, I can probably help you find it later. Okay. All right. Any other questions or wonders? Okay. Also, hello Simon. I didn't get to say hi. And hello Go. Thanks for joining in. Okay. Then, if no other questions right now, oh, as always, feel free to contact me through my QR code. It's just my QR code to my digital business card. Lets you contact me in various ways, and I'm always glad to hear from you all, get to connect. And of course, if you ever have any questions that you'd like deeper understanding or something like that, email me. You can ask questions. We can email, and also sometimes it can be something I'll talk about on Wednesdays. That way we have a longer session to talk about it. So, uh, also, here is the schedule this month. So pretty much every day, as usual. No breaks this time. We get to enjoy everything. And then, uh, also, uh, of course, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm here for late night, and Saturdays for our inner peace time. So, before we go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. You all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your life. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. And for those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.